Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are not new, then welcome back. I figured that I would take you all along for a fun little thrift haul today. I am actually sitting right outside of Savers right now, about to head on in. I need to go look for a couple of things, and I figured it'd just be fun to take you all along so we can see what we get up to. I am looking specifically for a denim jacket. I've had the exact same denim jacket now for probably like 8 years. And so I want to find one. The one I currently have is very tight fitting and it's a full length. And I'm hoping to find one that might be like a little bit oversized and a little cropped, just to be able to wear with different types of outfits. So that's one thing that I'm looking for. I'm also trying to find, we'll see if I can find them. I don't know that I've ever actually looked, but I'm trying to find pots for my plants, for my indoor plants specifically. There's like 3 or 4 of them that I've been really needing to repot, and so I'm hoping that I can find some here. Other than that, we're kind of just gonna look around. I might try to find some fun graphic tees. I have a lot of different like workwear type of outfits, so I feel like I'm pretty good on that. The only other thing that I would love to find, but I'm not holding my breath on, is a pair of jeans. So we'll see. I am 5'9" and a size 12-ish, so it's really hard to find pants that fit me well and fit my length. So we will see, but that is about all that I'm looking for. I'm sure I'm gonna find things that I don't need and that I'm not looking for that I want. We might also take a look at the books too, because you can always find some more books to thrift. I did come at 12:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, so this will likely be an adventure. We will see how much I can actually get videotaped. And other than that, I will probably just try to take y'all along. I might do some voiceovers while we're in there, and then I will catch up with y'all at the end and we will see what I found. So right when I walked in, I decided to start with the light jackets so that I could look and see if they had any good options for denim jackets. Unfortunately, they just didn't have very many good options. This first one I found was nice, but it was probably a little small and it was very similar to the one that I currently have. The next option was cropped like I wanted, but it had these frills on the back of the sleeves that I was just not a fan of. I did then move over to the blanket section and I found this really cute Christmas blanket. I honestly wasn't even looking for blankets and I saw these while I was headed over to the home section. I also found this really cute Barefoot Dreams knockoff that was a good size too. It was more like a full-size blanket. I also found these beautiful crocheted and knitted blankets. I didn't take any home with me, but they were really just precious. They had some good colors for fall and some good baby blanket options. Then I found Hello Beautiful by Ann Napolitano, and I had to pick this up. I saw this hilarious little cowboy boot clock and this precious little bear mug, but it was $5, so I put it back. They had some good options for mugs. I did find one that I really liked the shape of, but I ended up putting it back just because I ended up finding another mug later. This little wooden spoon rest I thought was super cute. It almost looked like a little shoe to me. And this, I have not a clue what this could possibly be. If y'all have any ideas what this is, feel free to leave a comment. I moved over to the furniture section and I saw this beautiful dresser, but it had quite a bit of damage on top, so I did leave it behind. I always like to stop by the art section just to see what they have. I love any type of French type of looking prints or any type of European looking art. So I was looking around and at first I didn't think that they had very much that I wanted. But then I found this painting and it was a print by Monet and I thought it was just beautiful. And I'm kind of wishing I had grabbed it now that I'm watching this back. This last piece of art I thought was just stunning. I loved the frame, I loved the print, but it didn't have a price on it. This cardigan was beautiful, but I have so many black cardigans. I did find 2 pairs of jeans on this trip, and so this first pair, it's a universal thread, but I really liked the wash of the denim, and it was a long. It came in a size long, which was very rare, so I did end up picking those up. and another pair of jeans. These were a lighter wash with more of a straight leg, and they were also a great deal at that $6.29. These jeans were such a throwback. If anyone remembers True Religion jeans from high school, leave it in the comments below. And then this last pair of jeans I thought was so cute. They were really high quality, but I personally do not trust myself with a white pair of jeans, so I did end up leaving these ones behind. Then we moved into the graphic tees. I just thought this one was super cute. I did end up leaving it behind though. I was laughing about this Trader Joe's t-shirt. If it was a size larger, I probably would have got it, but it was a medium. And I did end up picking this Pink Floyd shirt up. It was a great deal, and I loved the print on it. I loved this Christ Alone shirt, and it was a great price, but it was a little small. It would have fit me perfectly, and I like my tees to be oversized. And this purse was so beautiful. Now that I'm watching this footage back, I wish that I had grabbed this, but I did end up leaving this behind as well. Good morning, it's the next day. I didn't really talk to y'all yesterday after I finished at the thrift store. We kind of just had a busy afternoon, and I like to get the stuff washed before I touch it like a whole lot, so I was able to get everything through the washer and dryer and all of that. And now I can give you a little thrift haul. As anticipated, it was absolute chaos in there. So I did get some clips. I did have to do a little voiceover of everything though, so I hope that you enjoyed those, but I'm very excited about some of my finds. I did end up getting a couple of things that I had zero intention of picking up, but that's just always how it goes at the thrift store. So we will get started. The first thing being this precious, cute mug that I found. I want to say this was $3, and I just thought it was perfect for fall. And I love mugs. Like, I have an obsession with collecting mugs, so very excited to add this to my collection. I also got this book. It's Hello Beautiful by Anne Napolitano. And I've heard a lot of really good things about this book. Essentially, what my understanding is after reading the overview here is just that it's about William is one of the main characters, and he was born after the loss of his sister. So his parents had tragically lost their firstborn, and then he was born after her, and his parents never truly loved him. So he goes off to college on a basketball scholarship or something along those lines, meets the other main character, Julia, and just basically, I think it's more of like a found family type of lit fic. So very excited to read this. I will say the only thing is that I'm not a huge fan of hardcovers. I'm just like a Kindle tablet reader through and through. So I will say that I will have to like force myself to pick this up and read it as a hardcover, but I was very excited to find it. It was only $2.99. So, and it was originally $28 in the US. So I thought that was a great find, and like I said, I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm excited to add that to my TBR. Then I found some pretty exciting clothing items. I did find a nice graphic tee. As you can tell, I like a good graphic tee, especially for just the weekends, going to the gym, all that good stuff. So here is the t-shirt I found. I definitely recommend, if you're new to thrifting, going to the men's section to find any type of graphic tees, especially if you like them to fit oversized, which I do. And I just thought this was really cute. It looks definitely worn and vintage, and I like that look. So I think this was about $3 as well. I ended up spending $31 in total yesterday. These two were crazy finds, these jeans. I rarely have luck with jeans, as I was telling y'all in the car yesterday, that because I'm a size 12 and I'm tall, I typically can't find jeans that are the right size and then also the right length. Usually they're like just really wide leg and short, and those are not the vibes that we're going for. So I found these super cute Denizen Levi jeans, and they're a straight leg, really cute. They're probably, I would say, like a 28 to 30 inch inseam, so they hit right at my ankles, right above my ankles. So I can either wear them a little bit as high waters, or I could cuff them, and they're gonna be super cute. I did try them on and they fit well. So that's really exciting. On top of that, I actually found 2 pairs of jeans. I almost didn't pick up the second pair because the Levi ones were $6.50 and these are Universal Thread, which is Target's brand, and they were $9.50, I want to say, which seemed a little excessive, but they're pretty cute. So I was like, hey, we'll just give it a shot. And you know, it's only $10 too. It's one of those things where it's like thrift store pricing, you know, where on a normal day in Target, that would have been a screaming deal, but because I found them in the thrift store, it was too expensive. Needless to say, I still bought them. I love the wash of them. I love any type of like just a mid blue, nothing like too light, nothing too dark. What I really liked a lot about them is they come pre-cuffed, and I just think that's a really cute look. It's kind of trending right now to have the pre-cuffed jeans, and they're a really good length on me. They came in a 32 long, and obviously, like I've said, I'm 5'9", so I like to find jeans that fit me at the right length. So these also fit really well. So I take that as like the biggest win of the day, were these 2 pairs of jeans. So then the last 2 things that I found, I absolutely had no intention of purchasing these. So I was trying to find any type of like plant pots. So I went over to the home section and they definitely didn't have any plant pots. I don't really know. I feel like Goodwill sometimes has them. I'll have to kind of look around and see if I can find them. Otherwise, I'll just end up getting some at like Home Depot or something. But while I was walking towards the home section, I stumbled into the blankets and I found some really awesome finds. So this is essentially a Barefoot Dreams knockoff. The brand is called Artisan. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm not sure. I need to look into what that brand actually is, but it basically feels just like a Barefoot Dreams. It is probably like a full-size blanket, which is also really nice. I have another throw actually on the bed here. This is another one that's kind of a knockoff of a Barefoot Dreams, and it's only like a throw size. So I like this one because in the winters, Mike and I can both get on the couch and like snuggle up under a larger blanket. And just like the texture of these types of blankets is unmatched. I just love these so much. And it was $4.99, I want to say. So that was a screaming deal. And then the last thing I found, I'm also really excited about. I got a Christmas blanket. This is a Threshold blanket. So it's from Target. And it has the lining on the inside, and then the outside is this cute plaid. This was only $3, and I don't have any Christmas throws right now, so I was very excited to find this. I don't anticipate that we'll utilize it much more than like a throw blanket, but for $3, I thought that would be perfect. So very exciting finds at the thrift store. I'm glad I was able to take you all along. If y'all want to see more thrift store and thrift haul type of content, feel free to let me know and I will try to incorporate that more frequently. And now for the rest of the day, it's now Sunday. We did go to church this morning. We like to go to the early service. Our church has several service times on Sunday, but we go to the 8:15, and we were serving today. So we were at church at 7:45 this morning. So I'm like wide awake and ready to get all the things done right now. And we are actually doing a lot of different house projects today. I'm gonna go into our guest bathroom. We need to hang up some new hooks for our bath towels. We've been renovating our master bathroom and we completely redid our shower. And so I've been wanting to we added a really nice ledge to hold a lot of our products, but there's some stuff that's just kind of small and needed better organization. So I bought some shelves to actually like stick to the wall. And so maybe I'll take you all along for that today. We can do a little bit of bathroom organization and we'll just kind of see what else we get up to. being cute.